Good evening, and thank you for being so persistent and waiting for the, I guess, the audible, as we would call it, to the main play, which was to go Zoom tonight. But thanks to the team at Market Singapore and their can-do attitude, which is so important for us as entrepreneurs, they found a way to make this happen. And thank you for your patience and coming back and spending some time with me. Tonight we're going to talk about retailing, how to improve your ratio of customer success. We can talk a little bit about add-on products and so forth, and then working a little bit and talking through trial size marketing, and then talking about conversion from customer to partner. And I think it's very important for all of us as we go through this to realize that there is so many more things that we can do to help grow our business. Now, for me, over the 38 years that I've been in networking, and the 29 year, I'm in my 29th year, starting with Market America's unfranchised business, retailing has always been the lifeblood for consistency in residual income for all of my leaders and for all of the people that I work with in the business. And the reason is it constantly is regenerating business volume, and the business volume commissions are truly the main part of our business. Our mission is evolving and creating and changing the way people shop so we can create the economy of the future. And we want to leverage, of course, unfranchised owners eventually purchasing through either our exclusive brands, our shop.com affiliate partners, or our shop local partners. When we start talking about our unfranchised business, and please feel very comfortable, I will make these slides available to Christine so that if you want a copy of them, you're welcome to them. It's always been my feelings is that whatever I can create and support the field with, I want them to share. So I'll make this available. I'll send them over to Christine, and then she can filter them out to whomever wants it. But we're a retail-driven business, and we focus on creating a base of 10 to 15 repeat customers, and we want to generate an average of 500 business volume minimum per month from each of our businesses. Now, that's a combination of customer sales as well as personal use. The more products you use, the better you are at sharing the benefits of the product because you have a higher confidence level. Also, when we're moving in to improve our retailing, you've got to remember, determine the market size. Is it large enough for you to go after? And of course, where we have been highly successful over the years have been in our wellness division, with our general nutrition, with our age management products, our children's products, and our working with health professionals. And there's so many different things that we can do. And then we have our beauty side, our skincare side, and it's just really gained momentum because of the high quality of products that we deliver. So again, you should enjoy what you're representing so you can be enthusiastic and passionate. I cannot tell you that your enthusiasm is contagious. Go confidently when you speak to people, either via Zoom or via phone or text, or however you're communicating with an individual. And again, why I like, specific products that are consumable is they're constantly basically being repurchased, and that keeps the customer coming back. And as long as you're building relationships with people, you'll learn more about them. And that's really what one-to-one marketing is all about, matching products to people and people to products, okay? We as unfranchised owners, we use our products. That's a fact. We are a retail-driven company, so we sell. And a lot of people say to me, Dennis, do I have to sell? And the answer is yes. If you want to say, do you want to share information? Yeah, I'm an educator. I share solutions. Oftentimes I say I have a solutions-oriented business. And the next question that comes out is solutions to what? And basically to the challenges that people constantly have. Examples, it could be as simple as not being at the level of health that you hope for. Maybe it's the fact that you're not earning the income that you want to earn. Possibly you have a stain on your carpet. Whatever your challenges are, it's been my position to find a solution. So again, that opens up conversations. And remember, everything we do is conversational, because if you're not having that conversation, having the volley, then you're not going to be able to find out how you can best help the customer. Do not confuse selling, okay, with providing solutions. Yes, we do sell, but at the same time, our selling is informing people of either a better solution or a better value for what they're currently using or looking for. Again, we keep working towards our base 10. It's fundamental. You see it in our Getting Started guide, which is very important. One of the things that amazes me, a lot of times people just go right past the Getting Started guide, and you're not laying a good foundation with a good retail base so that you have cash flow. If you ask any traditional business owner, cash flow has to happen. Cash flow is king, and you've got to make that happen. So again, we look at what we're doing and what are ways that we can get people aware of what we offer. A simple home shopping list. Now, again, as you see this on my screen, if we're not face-to-face with someone, we can do this online, or you can have a home shopping list right by you when you're talking to somebody on the phone and say, well, let's talk about some of the things that we offer. Are these any products that you currently use? Then I can send you information. I mean, the fact that we're an internet marketing company and we have the availability to send information out is amazing. It's great for us. It's great for you. It's great for us as a business owner to have that versatility. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the benefits of retailing because we want to get into it. But when we take a look at this, this is what it's all about. But if I had to pick out something that I believe is key, it's building a lifetime value in a customer. You see, selling a single product one time is only a quick fix for the moment. Building a lifetime value is creating a potential partner and also putting yourself in a position to basically create residual income from the ongoing sales. And for people that don't understand lifetime value, it's the basic products that they currently buy, all future products that they will buy, the information that they share with us so we can get more products to add to our product brokerage line, as well as their referrals to other customers and all of their future sales, all their future information on all their future referrals. So again, when we're talking lifetime value, it's a big number that a single customer can deliver for you. Now, this is really important to understand. Why do people buy? There's been a huge study on this. And, everybody thinks it's price. And the bottom line is, look where price is on this list as to why people buy. So the first and foremost is to move away from a pain. So what are their concerns? What are challenges in their life? So why do I ask those questions? Because it's the number one reason why people buy. Or moving closer to a pleasure. That's why residual income is so enticing for people who understand residual income. Ease of purchase. Are you available? Well, we're available with your website 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to purchase the products. Also, you find when there's a high demand on a product and we have limited supplies, and if we have that opportunity, we want to certainly make it available and maybe have 2 or 3 items in inventory of your most popular products. So make it easy for somebody to get it when other people can't get it. Is it convenient? We want to prevent what they fear when product becomes hard to find, and then price. It's amazing what we look at price today. All the prices of hand sanitizers, masks, alcohol wipes, all the things that relate to the immediate danger, everybody is paying premium numbers for. They don't really care about price anymore. They just want the result. I like to teach people to become great at what they set out to do. Last night, I did a Zoom on building and maintaining momentum, and I talked about how working towards your weakness actually builds momentum in your organization. So if you are a weak retailer and you want to become a master retailer, it begins with mindset. You have to convince yourself that you are a master retailer. You have to commit to the products or products you're going to represent, and you have to understand exactly the story behind it. Why is it possible? You have to be the product of the product. You need to know your tools, your handouts, your videos, related articles, testimonials, all of these things. I always talk about the value proposition so that you own what you represent, and a great follow-up system of 1, 3, 7, 14, and 21. And those are the days after you sell a product that you're touching base with a client to making sure that they're using the product correctly and they're satisfied with what they've purchased. So that's very, very important. You've got to get good at the approach. Master retailing is all about being able to call someone up and ask them for their help. That's been my favorite approach. So, hey, if I was talking to a neighbor, hey, Tara's my next door neighbor. I see that you have a beautiful dog. His name is Hank. We happen to have certain pet products. I happen to have cats, for example, and basically we utilize the general nutrition product with glucosamine for our animals, and ask if Tara, my neighbor, supplements her pet, who she loves very much. She may say no or yes, and if it's yes, would you be interested in trying a premium product once your product runs out? See, I don't need to have the sale now. And a lot of people think retailing is about making the sale this moment. But if somebody uses that type of product, I'm going to ask them to experience mine when their product runs out, okay? There are always opportunities to improve what you currently use. Probing questions: are you currently satisfied with the brand that you use? What makes your brand so special? Present solutions that you've experienced. I used to use that product myself, but now I use this product. You can validate the solutions with science or background of information that we offer, and you have it, and then you negotiate the transaction. And again, and you ask for the sale. All of these things fall into line. You can also negotiate with cash back. You can offer free shipping, cost per use. I always like to say, if you go on auto ship, if you like the product, you can take off as much as another 10%. That's something that we have the ability to when we put on a preferred customer into auto ship. So that's really, really important. All right. So you can buy two and save. I always say that. I talk about incentives to purchase, but these are not the company incentives. These are your business incentives if you're buying two. Different types of retailing systems for you to actually utilize. Basically, relationship marketing and sales: listen, share, and recommend. Include social media and exposure. And then you have things that JR likes, is putting things around the house. And when you have guests over or friends over, they ask, what's that? Now, of course, I know that we're at a time where we don't have very many guests coming over to visit, but this is all going to change as we move forward. you can be basically direct and passionate that you can't help yourself and just say, hey, Jojo, I just basically experienced this. I'm so excited because it is such a superior product to what I used to. Do you blank, whatever it is, bang. Now you're being direct, you're being passionate, you're excited, and people can't help but to ask you, or what is it? Or what's your experience? They're going to go through these things, and before you know it, you have something going on. You can do impact selling. This is something, that I train on. This is what I live by. This is how my success has evolved over the years. This is what I teach to my team. It's called impact selling, and I go through each letter and what it stands for, and it's investigate, meet, probe, apply, and convince, and ultimately tie up. So the whole system is simple. Who's most likely to use the product that I have to sell? How do I find these people, and how do I make the approach? Then what questions make sense in conversation? I apply my experience with the product that I'm representing or the service, and then I can convince someone based on, would you like to see the information available on this product? Again, what's happening is, if I get the sale at the time of impact, when I first meet the person, that's fine, but I'm not going in to come away with the sale at that moment. Again, what am I thinking? I'm thinking lifetime value. So I'm going to educate my consumer for the simple reason that an educated consumer is a long-time buyer, and the lifetime value goes up. The tie-up primarily is your close. You ask for the sale. Worst case scenario, and we'll talk about it, is our trial size marketing that we make available now with our trial size packets that we have and different products that we have on our price list. You can go to an APN. Now, again, here on our back office, we're primarily able to set what they call a widget of a product on another person's website, so that if a person doesn't want to do our business, they can put the product of their liking that they personally use and still earn a percentage, and the widget brings that person who buys back to your site, and then you have an agreement as to what you can reimburse the person for putting up that widget of the product on their website, the APN, point of access. Okay, so trial size marketing, love it. People are more prone to purchase a product after they've experienced them. Reciprocity is a key word that you should remember. If you give something or you put them through a trial, they're going to be more likely to feel like they should buy something. This is something that works a lot. So let's talk about product and selling points of interest, okay? This is a disclaimer that we use just to let them know we're not here to treat or diagnose or cure or prevent any disease. And it's important that you represent yourself and your products correctly. Here's an example. Recently, we released an astaxanthin isotonic formula. When you start thinking about this product, it has a lot of great benefits. Supports cardiovascular health. It's great for antioxidant protection through your eyes, for your eyes, and it also supports muscular performance. Now, again, when I start looking at this, I'm trying to determine the size of the market. Do you remember one of the earlier slides that I showed was, is the market large enough? Well, here in the United States, 48% of all adults in the US have some form of heart health related challenge. Well, that's almost 1 out of 2. Makes sense to me. It's a large market. Here, we're a little bigger than Singapore. We're sitting with 360 million people. So we're talking somewhere about 180 million people may have a need for this. Most people are concerned with age-related vision decline. And of course, 22% of Americans don't exercise enough. They meet the physical guidelines, but if they meet the physical guidelines, then they may be interested in improving performance. So again, there's a lot of good things. And if you start digging in deeper, you'll see that whether it be heart, eyes, muscles, skin elasticity, gastrointestinal health, these are all things that are important to people. more benefits, and this simplifies things. And here's what you want to really be careful, okay? Don't try to be an expert, okay? Don't try to be an expert at what you sell. Be familiar with what you sell. You know, you're not the PhD. They're not wanting to go to class. All people want is, what is my benefit, okay? What is my benefit? Is this something that I need to improve my health, or is this something that I need to improve my life? Remember what the top two things were. One, to avoid pain. Two, to have more pleasure. And so if we can remove things or we can add things to their lives, good things happen. All right, so what's a value proposition? Basically, you understand what your earnings are per product. If your unfranchised cost is $35 and it retails at $45.95, it's $10.95 or 31% return on cost of goods. Now, I'm using US numbers. You'll have to convert these to Singapore dollars. Percentage of business volume, it's 71%, not bad. Anytime that I can get a product that's 70% or higher, I think that is a great business volume value. I know the cost per serving, it's $1.53 in US dollars, and we know it's a maximum amount at 6 milligrams based on science. We realize that it is a algae-based product, so it is a vegetarian type of product. It's not coming from seafood or meats. The ORAC value is amazingly high, so it's considered a superfood. Then we talk about the vitamin C in this, and it's also non-detectable GMO, genetically modified. Okay, it's not. So again, these are value propositions that are important to me to represent this product. Now, does everybody understand that? Because I always tell people, start with 2 or 3 products and get to know what they are. Determine your value proposition. Is this what's going to take you to your 500 business volume? So think about this. If I had 10 customers using this product at 25 BV, that's 250 BV. Well, if you only sold this product, you'd probably have to go to 15. That would take that up to 375 to 400 basically business volume. Then you would be expected to do 100 business volume for personal use or family use. So Pure Collagen, new. I like this product. I use it. I sell enough. Both of them, you know, I carry all the time because I talk to them. The Pure Collagen is a very good hydrolyzed collagen, you know, that we can share with people. Globally, the market is growing, okay, and that's important. The demand is going up, especially here in our country. The age is continually going up. Our millennials are getting older. Our baby boomers. Here, you don't know this, but this is the market that I go into because I work with a lot of anti-aging products. Basically, there's 75 million baby boomers, okay, meaning they're hitting at the age of 60 about 10,000 a day, okay? So I know the market is huge, and I know people want to stay vital, they want to look young, they want to understand how they can help themselves. Okay, so what do? We go through the benefits, we understand what's going on, and who do we know that wants these benefits? Think about it. Improve, support bone and joint health, elasticity for the skin, the thickness of the skin, the hydration of the skin. Unbelievable. And it even strengthens the immune function of our body. So this is a pretty cool product that you can bring out. What's the cost? Okay, again, it's a product we buy at $28.50, suggested retail $39.95. Return on cost of goods is $11.45, or 40% return on your cost of goods. That's better. And the business volume is 80%. That's a great product to be moving, okay? So it's about $2.50 per serving. You can take this one a day. So people will be buying 2 boxes a month that are committed to utilizing pure collagen. So what does that mean? Well, 2 boxes means basically $22, $23 in profit, but more important, 46 business volumes. So 10 customers using pure collagen basically jumps to 460 business volume a month. Then your personal use of at least 100 business volume basically puts you up over the 500, and you're a star on your team. You're leading the way. You're building momentum from your examples. Now, real quick, I'm going to jump through this just to review the trial size marketing portion of what we do. This is a great way for you to find customers today. And let me say this, even though we are not going out as much, there are still people like in my neighborhood. I'll give you an idea. I can ride my bike. I don't know if you ride a bike or something, but I can meet my neighbors and from walking or out, or I know them because I have a list of my neighbors in my community. I know them, I can ask them to do me a favor. I was wondering if you can help me. Okay, so let's go through this and see how this might help us out. All right, so if you just target 10 people per month, okay, to try 3 packets of Isotonics Daily Essential. Okay, now I want to just mention this for a minute. Okay, if I am, even though, let me just make this very clear. If I were to take my pure collagen, I would not try this for 3 days. All I would want to do is I would like to taste it to see that if it tastes good, I'll use it. So in some cases, it might be just a free sample to see if you like the taste because we know what this does and you've got to use it. Or you can go to a product like Daily Essentials that in 3 days, when you start getting the nutrition, you're going to feel it. So simple approach. Can you help me out? That's not very hard. Okay. Great. So let's just talk about this. Can you try it for me? We want to get some feedback, from a survey. It's free, no obligation. Okay. So now we're going through and we're going to explain it. And this is just the scripting, which is fun. There are 3 packets. You just tear the packet and mix it with 8 ounces of water. You convert it to mils if that's how you converse with it. Don't eat anything for 15 or 20 minutes. And here's a flyer that explains more. So there's a back office handout that has the ingredients and directions on how to use it and shows the value. Okay. Then you share your personal story and your commitment to be healthy. It's part of the essentials that you need to be at your very best. Okay, then you're going to need to explain in your own words. Okay, what does isotonic mean? Okay, isotonic capable. That's how I say it. It's a powder mixed with water, forms a naturally flavored, pleasant tasting, effervescent nutritional cocktail. Same tone and pressure as your body fluid. Delivers a very high percentage of nutrition in the product to your body within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Most people drink the isotonic capable nutrition and feel the difference basically within minutes after they start taking it. Now, again, what is your interpretation of explaining isotonics? The beautiful thing about this, it's short and concise. All right. Be careful that you don't get into a class on isotonicity, osmolality, fluid pressure of 280 to 300 osmols. You don't need to talk about that stuff. That's all biochemistry. You don't need to know that. All right. All you need to know, it delivers a high percentage of nutrition. Now, just between you and I, what does that mean? Your body takes in more of the nutrition when the nutritional concentrate is highest. And we deliver 95% of the nutritional content to the area in which your body can have access to it to bring it into its system. It's awesome. Nothing compares to it. Isotonic delivery, that's the way nature intended it to be. You can do this anytime, anywhere. So what do you want to do? You want to be prepared. So no matter where you are, you're able to go in and do what? I was wondering if you can help me. That's it. I'm doing a trial size marketing, a survey to get information for my company. Okay, that's it. And then you go into it. You're basically doing this once you agree to come in. After you hand them the packets, you're going to do what? You're going to tell them what to do. You'll text me your email address so I can send you a short video. It's less than 5 minutes. That's in your help and support section. Just go through trial size marketing and have asked 1 or 2 questions about your thoughts and the products in the video after you complete the free trial. It's not very complicated, okay? Now, again, be prepared when you're in group situations. There's a good chance other people will be within a year shot and they say, can I do it too? Happens, it really does. Again, texting them. I just got my day started with my Isotonics Daily Essentials. I'm checking in to see if you took your isotonics today. All right. Basically, check your email. I've sent over the video. Okay. So again, you send them the link to the video and it works nicely. Now, this is already going into the next day. All right. You call them on the 3rd day and you ask a few questions. If they're excited and love the product, you take the order. Okay. Wonderful. Now, here's what you would say. Thanks for taking the isotonics and helping me out with the survey. I only have a minute. I'll just have a few quick questions. Here they are. Did you drink your isotonics each day on an empty stomach? Did you watch the video? Boom. Was there the video clear in explaining why isotonic solutions deliver more nutrition to your body than a tablet and capsule supplement? That's why most people feel the difference. Are these questions making sense to you? That's what the most important thing here is. What benefits did you experience? Now, this is important. After you ask, shut up. Don't talk anymore. Let's see what the client has to say. All right. That's important. So now, if they indicate a concern for the price, don't panic. The one thing you've got to believe that the value that you offer is worth every penny of cost. All right. So this is what's happening. It's less than a cup of coffee or about $2 per day. Now remember, these are 4 different products that you're getting in this 8-ounce drink. Okay, so it's a great deal. What does $2 buy today? Well, here in the United States, boom, gas is $2.29 for regular today. The cost of milk, whatever, you go through a few examples and you see that it's reasonable because people do these on a daily basis. Now, if the customer is hesitant, even though it's only $1 and change per day, it's still $77 a box. It's a lot of money. I'm not sure if I can afford it. Well, there's one more thing I can do for you. There's a coupon code, expires Friday. Now, we all have the ability to put a coupon code on our website, all right? Or you can just say there's a coupon code and I can add an additional 10% discount. Now, let me think about that. That's over $7 US, okay, in doing this. And that's meaningful. Now it's in the $69 category. Big difference between 77 and 69. You would guess it depends on what price you put your health on, Jane, okay? I can't put into words how much better I feel taking my isotonics. Does this make sense to you? I'm just trying to make sure that the storyline makes sense to you. If it's a no, you thank them. Don't be rude. It's a thank you, you know? And then you can ask one more question. Do you have any other health concerns? I have something that can help you with that. You might be able to get something different, okay? They may like their multivitamin, but they do have joint health concerns. Well, you have something to offer, okay? If they liked it, you're enthusiastic, you give the positive feedback, they told you the great results, and they want the product. Great, you're off to a fantastic start. Wait till you see how you feel after 90 days. Ooh, 90 days, but they're only buying 30 days. Remember the follow-up, 1, 3, 7, 14, 21. Why do we follow up on the 21st day? Because they're going to be ready for their next box, all right? Don't forget that. That's very important. So when we start our trial size marketing, great. You're going to increase customer lifetime value. Add-on sales, when, what, and how. Ask the questions, find out more, make friends. That's so important when you think about this. Referrals from customers, customers of customers. This is phenomenal. When your customers start sending you other customers, man, lights go off because they're excited about their results. So it's the perfect time to say, hey, Christine, did you know there's a business behind the product? Okay. Now, I didn't say, do you want to buy the product for less? Okay. I didn't say that. Why? Because we are looking to qualify business owners. Okay. This is a huge mistake where people just say, why don't you consider becoming part of the business to buy your products for less? It should be the reverse. Why don't you consider the business behind the product? With your success and excitement, you know there's so many other people that are looking for these types of solutions. Listen carefully. Is there room in your life for more money? And people are going to look at you funny and say, of course there's more room in my life for money. Okay, great. Would you do an evaluation of the business? No obligation. If you don't have an interest, maybe you know somebody that does. Okay, so again, I didn't even go to you can buy the product for less. Now, I know a lot of you do that, but what you're setting up for is not people to be in business, but you're setting up for people to buy at a discount, and oftentimes they will not follow through with the business requirements, so they end up purging every 90 days, and you see volume being subtracted. These are just things that I've learned over the years that you have to think about. Okay, so again, real simple, just ask the person that is happy with the product and your service and say, hey, did you know there was a business behind the product? Love to be able to show you. Would you take an hour to evaluate the process? There's no big decision, okay? And so you set up, and then that's how you start getting people leading to people. Between you and I, referrals that come from customers are the very best. And they're usually people that they know personally and are happy to call to say that you're going to call them. So with that, I hope that gives you a little bit more insight of retailing, learning a systemized approach through the trial size marketing, giving you the points in which you have to basically evolve into becoming that master retailer that we talked about, and ultimately just asking people to examine the business behind the product. And while it is a little longer process than just selling the opportunity, I call it the slow, steady, sure way to have lifetime partners in not only using the product, but having a great business, and that creates residual income. So there you have it. So I hope this has been a good experience for you. Again, I congratulate you for getting through what you had to get through to get to the point for us to get together. At this point, let me see if there's any questions that have come up. And if not, I just want you to know how much I appreciate your participation and you being a teammate of mine and what we're doing on a global site. I mean, globally, we're improving people's lives universally. I'm so excited. Just yesterday, it was confirmed we had a new director break here in the United States. I'm so excited for them. Shelley Bowe is her name. And you know what's really fun about it? She became a director during a pandemic. There were multiple new senior master coordinators and new professional coordinators being awarded new unfranchised levels. And I hope you understand, whatever your goals, you can achieve them. Don't allow obstacles to slow you down. And in fact, in life, what I've learned is that you can measure your success by the obstacles you can overcome in the process of you getting your victory, of you achieving that goal. So with that, I want to thank you and wish you the very best. And I look forward to seeing you sooner than later. And maybe you'll be at our international convention come August in Greensboro, North Carolina. Signing off, Market Singapore. Keep growing.